Oh, so we got another vlog. It's been a long time. Yeah, no, I haven't really done anything. So I don't know why I didn't have time to do a vlog. Yeah, where am I? Kathmandu. So yeah, I don't quite remember how long ago it was. So, and I want to keep this channel relatively updated. So it's got to be a few weeks. I think I applied for a new passport. I think I did a vlog on the Masonic passport office. If I didn't, then I will now reflect on that. So essentially you have a company, a private company that are operating out of most developed countries in the world, which is like a visa centre. I've literally just forgotten the name of it. Something visa centre. And they are essentially contracted by governments to issue visas. And so I went to their one in Kathmandu because the British embassies and consulates don't actually deal with citizens anymore because it's a corrupt system, so it's all offloaded to this private company. Even though your taxes are paying for all of those facilities, VSH, I think it's called, company, biggest in the world. So I looked at the address, and the address is the Rotary Club. So Rotary Club is just a subsidiary of the Freemasons. It's one of many corrupt little boys clubs that essentially skim off the top through government contracts in all branches of public services, whether it's the military, and I've experienced that personally, by the way, whether it's the military or it's, Foreign Office or any kind of public service, like we saw when it gets to the extreme levels. You take the Post Office, Royal Mail in the United Kingdom, which was a profitable business, and then of course they sold it to their buddies for a couple of billion under the market valuation. I said at the time actually that was completely corrupt, and then about 10 years later it comes out, oh yeah, it was super corrupt. Anyway, so I went to their office, which is just a fucking movie scene, really. It's like there's like a Rotary Club house, which is essentially like a frat house where they rape kids and do all other kinds of weird illegal, murderous, satanic shit. Because that's what these clubhouses are for. They're secret for a reason. The initiations involve all kinds of weird fucking stuff, and you have to be a freak and a loser to be part of these kind of clubs. And so it's this kind of like old 1950s kind of tarred flat roof construct in this dirty, filthy yard. And then at the front of the yard, what they've done is they've built a new high-rise, and then the high-rise I think contains like a Subaru shop in the basement, and then all the other buildings seem to be empty except this visa office for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the United Kingdom. And I posted some videos up on it. It's like this dusty hole, just with these fucking retards working there. Most of them don't even speak English, and it's the visa office for the United Kingdom. Everything is just like dirty and chipped and unclear. Basically that. So that's where I went. And I applied for a new new passport, even though I was told I might not get a new passport, and they still haven't confirmed whether I'm going to get a new passport. So I applied for that, and yeah, they didn't even know how to do the application properly, and so that's been sent off into the ether. It arrived in the United Kingdom actually only a day later, so I'm waiting on that. And the plan is, originally I was going to stay for like 5 months, which is the 3 months that you're allowed, and then you get a 2-month extension. I hate Nepali politics, and this is why Nepal was one of the last countries on my, well, I haven't been to all of the countries, but I'm I think I counted yesterday actually, 116 official countries. And Nepal's always been last on the list, just of the way they treat tourists, what they charge people. It's not even a country, it's actually just an extension of India. I mean, nothing in the world is a country, but there are no such things as countries, of course. It's all globalised and centralised, but really there is genuinely no Nepal. When you look at the policy of that open border with India, they don't even check people at the border, at the land borders with India anymore. They just let them go through, and if they're white, then they stop them. I've heard that firsthand, by the way, through Germans. and it's believable. Like I said, the policy with respect to the visas, the prices are ripping people off. The amount the prices have increased year on year is just like criminal. Of course, none of this money goes to the people. There's even places in Nepal where, like, regular towns and villages at UNESCO heritage sites, where tens of thousands of people live, just to walk in as a white person, you just pay $15 a day to walk into the fucking village. Like, what is that? So, so anyway, so I don't really want to extend. That's why, like, it doesn't really interest me. The trekking routes, you have to pay for everything. It's all a scam. Sometimes if you do one route, it goes through 3 national parks, and then you have to pay like $150 just to do the hike through the parks. So principle alone, it's just a fucking scam. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see if the passport comes through. If the passport comes through, then I've already decided on the next destinations, which I'm quite excited about. So I obviously only want to go to places that I haven't really been before for now. So I'll be flying Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, East Timor. Then there's an option which I would like to do, but it's not necessarily a priority now, and that would be to go from Taiwan to South Korea. This is before East Timor, so it would be Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and then potentially South Korea, because I didn't really do it properly in 2012. And then from South Korea, probably go to, you can fly to China for literally like 20 quid, actually, less than that. Actually, there's flights for £10 to China from South Korea at the moment. I'm not quite sure why the prices are so cheap. Politically, China and South Korea are complete polar opposites of the political spectrum, so I'm not quite sure why that's the case. But then you can go to North Korea from there. The only issue with that is it's really easy to go to North Korea. It's just this kind of like a gammy tour that you can take for like 300-400 quid. But it's the process of, if you go there, I'm pretty sure you need a multi-entry Chinese visa. So the single entry Chinese visa is like £130. So let's assume it's like 200 quid at least for the multi-entry visa. And then I don't think transport's included in that tour. So then, and I think you need a North Korean visa as well, probably. I'm not too sure on that. Maybe it's included in the tour package, because the tours are just, kind of a jammy, like 4 days, being led around Pyongyang or whatever. But if you add all of that up, it's probably like 800 to 900 quid for like 5 days, which is definitely not worth it for now. However, one of the benefits of it is that once you're in, there's a possibility that you might be able to go to Russia. Russia's got a really wanky policy where they don't let you apply for a visa outside of your own country unless you're a resident of whatever country you're in. However, maybe it's possible to get around that. Who knows? It's, things aren't tight. That's what I've learned in life. Like, if you argue certain things, there's more fluidity to government policy than people actually think. So, and I'd love to go back to Russia. It's like my absolute dream to go there for months and months and months, if not years. Do the Trans-Siberian, obviously, but also to do with. I like Russia. I like Russian people. It's really my absolute cup of tea in terms of destination. All Soviet countries have always been my kind of cup of tea. So yeah, so that's the one plan. The other plan, of course, is after Taiwan, go to East Timor, which I'd do anyway. So from East Timor, I would then go to... That noise is the climbing gym, by the way. They're re-drilling the route. So yeah, that's the other option, to go East Timor and then back to the Middle East. And then my friends are going to Turkmenistan, actually, because Turkmenistan's just opened up a little bit more in the last couple of months. So the game plan will be go to Turkmenistan with Wizz Air through Uzbekistan, Samarkand on a transit, leaving through Kazakhstan, and then doubling back on Wizz Air via Kazakhstan, or from Kazakhstan to Abu Dhabi, which is their route, their base, and then taking the route that I've taken so many times now without actually successfully getting to Yemen, which is Abu Dhabi, Salalah, and then crossing into, or probably go Muscat, get the Yemen visa, because Yemen have a policy. I tried to get a visa in Istanbul and they said you can only get a visa from the country you're arriving in Yemen from, just to make things even more fucking complicated. So I would go Muscat, get the visa, go south to Salalah, and then spend a long time in Yemen. I think Yemen looks fantastic. just finished the book on Yemen this morning, actually, and it's always been on my list. And then after Yemen, this is all relatively quick, by the way, because obviously Hong Kong I'm only going to spend a few days. Likewise Macau, Taiwan probably a few weeks at least, because Taiwan looks pretty cool. East Timor is only going to be like 10 days. Most of that's getting to East Timor affordably, which is from Bali, the cheapest route, interestingly. Not directly to East Timor, it goes to a airport in Indonesia, in Timor, which is Indonesia's part of the island. And for some reason the cheapest route is from Bali to there, not quite sure why. So that's the route, and then the next ones will be Africa. Africa's going to be a long time, probably a couple of years to do Africa. So after Yemen I would go, maybe get a boat. I'd like to do Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia in one block, and then I'd probably just work my way south, or go from Yemen to South Africa probably, and then Swaziland and Lesotho, and then into Mozambique. Those are the places I want to go to, like in Africa mostly, for now. They're more novel destinations. So that's the game plan. And all of this is relatively quick. I mean, this is going to take me only into mid-2025 max. Like I said, the smaller places in Asia that I listed off are not going to take too long. So there we go. That's the gist thus far. Oh, I was super sick for 10 days. When you go to these tourist restaurants, which I never go to, the food is always the worst, obviously. And there was a festival and everything was closed, and this tourist restaurant was open. It's called Sama's Coffee. And I went there, I was so hungry, ordered a chicken curry and a chicken Caesar pizza for some reason, and immediately I knew the chicken wasn't cooked. I knew it all come out of the freezer, it being reheated very quickly and not effectively enough. It was still pretty cold, but I was just like, oh fuck it, let's hope for the best. No, 10 days of just insanity. Like, I don't think I've ever been that sick before, and it was 48 hours straight in bed, couldn't move, couldn't do anything, and then another 2 days of just toilet sesh, and then 6 days of not being able to walk straight, just solid dizziness. So I lost so much weight during that time, and I didn't do anything productive. It was one of those things where your brain is so foggy and fucked that you can't even watch a movie, you can't even do basic tasks on the computer. So that was annoying. And aside from that, what else has been going on? I've been chilling in Kathmandu for a bit. I'm changing destination in 1 week after 1 month and 10 days in the Kathmandu area. So I've done Kathmandu, Lalit, Sapor, which is Bhutan. I didn't see anything really because I was sick. Back to Bor, which is really nice. Best food I've ever had in years. One restaurant I went to every day. So good. I literally had everything on the menu. Oh god, and the menu was extensive as well. All Maori local dishes and delicacies that I'd never ever seen before. Quite spicy, but really, really, really good. And that place doesn't even exist on Google Maps, actually, surprisingly. It's literally one of the best places I've ever been to in the world. And in addition to that, there's a place I go to every day in Kathmandu. In fact, I'm going to go there now, because the climbing gym, they're redoing the routes. I wasn't able to do that now. And tonight is a jazz festival as well, which I'm so excited about. It's the Kathmandu Annual Jazz Fest. I think it's the 20th anniversary as well. So that's. In fact, I might go there now and see if I need to get a ticket in advance. That's going to be good. That's I think from 7 till 10 or something like that. Really excited about that. Love jazz. Used to have a Ronnie Scott's membership in London for a couple of years. Really, really happy about that. And that's every day this week. So every day this week I'm going to be spending money, basically, in the jazz bar, or jazz bars. There's multiple venues, I think. there we go. That is what's happening. 15 minutes dead, and I'll leave it at that.